Okay, YouTubers, I've got an update on my windshield wiper situation with them not working. Basically, I'm trying my best for like the 6th time to make this video without all the stupid wind noise. I had issues with wind noise and the sun was overexposing through the windshield, blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying again. Hopefully the wind's not going to be overly aggressive because it seems to have died down a little bit, but I can't guarantee anything. Okay, so what I found out, several reasons for this video. Okay, number one, if you'll notice, I pulled this all apart and took off the part of this that does your windshield squirters. Now I can put it back on or go get a different switch, because I finally realized, let's pull this off so you can see, the wire, this little multifunction switch or handle that has the wires sticking out of it, that wired loom, or that wire with those 4 baby wires inside, cable, that's for cruise control. My car doesn't have cruise control. The whole box and everything has been removed, so I don't have to have this same exact switch. So for $8 or slightly less, I can go to the Advanced Auto Parts in Grandview, Missouri, and get one of these switches that doesn't have the cruise controls on it. It'll just have my wiper speed and my deal where I can, because you can listen to this, that's off, that's on, then you got a little bit of control over your speed. You got low, high. See what I mean? All that is still working. I just need another one of these little switches that isn't stripped out, because apparently mine is currently stripped out and doesn't work. But this is not the reason why my wipers aren't working, because we verified that everything inside the column is still working. All the controls for the wipers are still working. We verified the wiring was getting power. The fuse at the fuse box isn't blown. But while we were I was actually messing with the windshield wiper motor under the hood, I touched it with a screwdriver. I touched one of the mounting bolts because we were going to check and make sure it was grounded properly, and it shot a bunch of sparks. Like it started, like if you put something metal on that bolt that mounts the windshield wiper motor to the firewall, that you have, basically what we've determined is there is some kind of an internal short either inside the windshield wiper motor itself, or that little control board. It's kind of like a little baby motherboard that can be changed in those windshield wiper motors. Something either in that control board or the wiper itself is internally shorted, because it was literally all the mounting bolts and everything on that wiper motor were live with electricity, and if you tried to touch it and add ground to it, it just arced off and sparked. It did not blow the fuse when it was arcing, but just to stop the chances of it running down my battery, we just went ahead and unplugged the harness to the windshield wiper motor. Tonight I'm going to do some research to see where I can get one of those little control boards and try to see how much they cost. Also compare the cost of that little electronic motherboard deal to just the cost of getting a whole new wiper motor. I'd rather not have to get a new wiper motor, but at this point I just need windshield wipers so it's safe to drive in the rain. So anyway, I wanted you guys to see that this little rod just pulls out of this steering column. See what I mean? This thing is super easy to change. There's absolutely nothing spectacular about it. Just when you put it back in, you just got to line up all your little, I don't know what you call them, like there's little places for this one tab. There's one tab right there. You have to get that all lined up so that when you reinsert this thing, see if I can get it done on camera. Hold on. This will all just snap right back in there. And then on this outer ring, there's two tabs, two female tabs, where that other part that does your, where it squirts your windshield washer fluid and then cycles it for 3 to 5 swipes, that just goes in here at the same time. So what you would do is do your internal shaft, kind of mess with that other one to where these two line up and it all snaps in. There's no science to putting that back together. But this little thing is stripped. It'll just turn. If you put too much pressure on it, it'll just turn. So like that's in the opposition. That would be on, intermittent. That would be increasing the speed of the intermittent, low, high. So everything inside the column is still working right. I just have to figure out what's going on with that internal short at the actual wiper motor. But I wanted to make sure and get that updated for everybody so I could clarify that this was not related to my issue. It was actually that internal short. So, and I did that wire that goes from here down through the column to what used to go to the power or cruise control. I just yanked all that out because it has no purpose being in there. So anyway, that's where we're at as far as getting some working windshield wipers on this vehicle. We almost called it a bad name, but we don't want to make it pissed off because then it'll break more crap and cost me more headaches. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. We'll try to get this thing going maybe tomorrow. Thank you.